Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to introduce to you guys a new series that I'm starting.
We're invincible.
So I am starting a anxiety, or how, I guess we can call it how I live with anxiety. So a little introduction for those of you that don't know what anxiety is. It is a feeling, it's a mental disability where there's many feelings, like mental parts of it, physical parts of it. It raises your heartbeat. It stops. Sometimes your stomach gets really upset. Sometimes you puke. Sometimes you have diarrhea. Sometimes you don't feel well. Sometimes you can't speak. Sometimes your voice shakes. Sometimes you have anxiety attacks and you can't stop crying, and you're breathing and you're trying to breathe but you can't breathe. Your head feels like it's either light as a balloon or a million freaking pounds, and you get this pain like right here in between your boobs, and you just feel like you want to rip your heart out because it like hurts so bad. It feels like an impending doom where you're just waiting for the next bad thing to happen when all things seem calm, that you're just waiting for that next thing to happen. So this series is going to include many videos. It's going to be not a short series, it's going to be a long one because it's going to be how I deal with my anxiety. I'm going to show you like real personal stuff of how I deal with my anxiety, and I've been talking to a couple people and about this series, and it just seems like a really good idea, and it seems time for me to start sharing with all of you guys and many more people to come how to deal with anxiety. Now, anxiety seems like a very taboo thing in this society. It's a mental disorder. But it's not just like any mental disorder. It's hard to explain when, you know, we can look up the definition, because like the definition is probably something so factual that it doesn't even feel like it's the actual definition of anxiety. Anxiety definition. Okay, anxiety. A feeling of worry, nervousness, or uneasy, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. Desire to do something, typically accompanied by uneasiness. And the psychiatry definition is a nervous disorder characterized by a state of excessive uneasiness and apprehension, typically with compulsive behavior and panic attacks. So what the fuck does that mean? Like, I'm sitting here, let me just turn off my phone. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, how the hell do I start off this video? How do I explain to people what anxiety is when you don't know, when you don't have it? So let me try. Don't shoot me, okay? I'll try. So, anxiety is an impending doom feeling where everything you do, from sleeping to eating to talking to communicating to simply just doing your laundry to going to work to doing whatever you have to do that day, it affects every freaking aspect of your life, and you have no control over it. Does that sum it up? So, what I mean really is you tend to overthink a lot of things. Sometimes you get very anxious about how many things you have to do in a day. You tend to get a really bad feeling in the bone right in between your boobs. Sometimes you get this nausea feeling all day long, which really, really sucks. Turns your stomach upside down. Sometimes you even gag. Sometimes you even puke. Sometimes it, personal information, it goes at the other end. And don't you lie to me for the people that are watching this and have anxiety, because you know that that's happened to you too. So, this is going to be an interesting series because it's going to be something new for me too. I'm still learning how to deal with anxiety. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a perfectionist. I don't know everything about anxiety. I didn't even know the freaking definition. Because to me, anxiety isn't a thing that you can just put in a book and it's just written on paper and there you go. That's how you deal with it. This is what it is. It's not that for me. It's something that's still very, very unknown. And I want to kind of make anxiety for people that are like me or, you know, similar, struggling with the same thing, kind of feel less taboo about it. Feel more comfortable about it. You know, people that I meet, if they ask me like, oh, why are you so quiet? Why are you asking me these questions? And you know what I say straight up to them? I'm sorry, sometimes I do these things because I do struggle with anxiety. And yes, I am that open about it. Because, to be honest, anxiety is a mental disorder. Anxiety isn't like a cold. You can't just get over it. You can't just overcome it. It's not something as easy as that. And it's not as easy as seeing, you know, autism. Or it's not as easy as seeing, you know, a veteran that has lost his leg in battle. It's not as easy as seeing that. Because you can't usually see it unless you're sitting right there with the person that's like literally on the floor having an anxiety attack. And I'm not being dramatic about that. So, since I've kind of introduced what anxiety is and what the series is going to be about is a series of videos of how I deal with anxiety in my everyday life. It's going to be a series about how I plan my life, how I deal with anxiety attacks, how I am improving my mental health, tips and tricks of the tools that I have in my toolbox and what that means. Things that may see oh my gosh, Taylor, English, may seem simple, but are not, like eating, doing laundry, folding laundry. I currently have, this is the YouTuber in me, I currently have 3 baskets of clean laundry that I have to fold right sitting beside me. It's really bothering me. I really have to do it, which I'm going to do like right after this video, but let's film first. Anyways, so I've been thinking about doing this series for a while, and I really hope you guys enjoy it, because this is something that I need to look back on and see where I started and where hopefully one day I help maybe even just one person. And it's already making me excited because people that are very close to me, my family, some friends that I have already reached out and said, you know what, I think that series is an amazing idea. I got hugs. I got people who were crying saying, yes, please. Because there are people that struggle with anxiety and just kind of try to deal with it and they don't really know how. And I'm not saying I know how, but I'll definitely try to help. I'll definitely try to give you some tips and tricks on how I deal with mine. and I'm not the most perfect person. So let's try this series out, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. One thing that I just wanted to mention at the end of this video was the fact that at the end of my videos, I usually say, keep your heels down and your heads up. And yes, that has an equestrian meaning to it, but it also has a very personal mental health meaning to it. So the equestrian meaning to it is keep your heels down, your heads up. So in the saddle, you always have to keep your heels down to keep yourself balanced and on the horse. And your head up so that you don't fall off. And when you're jumping, that's a very big thing. You want to keep your heels down and your head up so that you don't fall. And it's the best position pretty much. But the more personal meaning to it is the fact that keep your heels down, keep yourself grounded, keep your head up, so keep your head above the tide. I know the tide is high, but just keep your head up, keep your head above the water, and you'll keep going, just like riding. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for this little intro. It's probably not going to be little, sorry. But yeah, so that's all I have to say for this little intro. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and if you guys want to keep up with this series, of course hit the subscribe button, and I will be titling it something around mental health, anxiety, something. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate for the people that do watch my videos and do struggle with anxiety, because you're taking one step closer to your mental health and doing something better for you. So good for you, good on you. Have a fantastic day, and hope to see you guys in my next video. So remember, keep your heels down and your heads up. Bye guys.